आप कुछ बता रहे थे कि आपकी कुछ शंकाएं और चिंताएं हैं।
हमारा जो दो भाई है उसका वोट में नाम नहीं है, तो उसके कागज कैसे जमा करे? वो तो सब हमारा जो गांव में है वो मना कर रहा है कि जिसके नाम से वोट आईडी है वही जमा कर सकता है। पूरा बात बताते नहीं थे, उसके लिए कोई रास्ता निकाला जाए। 2004 की बात जो हो, जिसका नाम नहीं हो उसके क्या करा जाए?
हाँ
उसका कोई वोट का नाम होना चाहिए ना।
हाँ हाँ।
या उसका तो कोई आईडी जमा करने को पता है नहीं कि कैसे जमा करेंगे।
When people learned that Aadhaar is not one of them, the easiest document with everyone, there was genuine concern.
इस क्षेत्र में विकास तो पहुंचा है, सड़कें पहुंची है, लेकिन जो चीज अभी पहुंचनी चाहिए वो नहीं पहुंची है। बीएलओ नहीं पहुंचे हैं। बूथ लेवल वर्कर कागज लेके पहुंचा है कि 20 दिन के अंदर में करना है वोटर लिस्ट वाला।
पहुंचा।
Hello and welcome to the Indian Express. I'm Charulata Biswas and this is Politics Explained, and today we are digging into the Election Commission Special Intensive Revision, or what is known as SIR, of the voter list, currently underway in some constituencies across Bihar. The stated goal? Well, it's about cleaning up the rolls, removing duplicates, deleting names of the deceased, and correcting any errors ahead of the assembly elections. But this process has sparked political controversy, with opposition parties alleging that it targets their strongholds and communities that traditionally vote against the ruling NDA. Now, to understand what's really going on in Bihar and is this process a genuine electoral cleanup, I'm being joined by Santosh Singh. Sir, thank you so much for joining me. Firstly, I would want to ask you about what exactly has happened in the past few days. You have covered the SIR and the revision that is supposed to happen in Bihar. Can you take our viewers through what has happened in the past few days?
As we all know that it all started from 25th. I think between 25th, 26th, it did not thinking what is happening all around till we just knew about the 11 documents, which 11 documents were needed. When people learned that Aadhaar is not one of them, the easiest document with everyone, there was genuine concern. This is where we wanted to map people. We just symbolically we started with Nitish Kumar's village, in home district Nalanda. We visited Kalyan Bhiga. We also visited Raghupur assembly segment, which is represented by former Deputy CM, now current leader of opposition, Tejasvi Prasad Yadav. And then we wanted to map it all around. It was not just about one section, one community, one caste group, one religion. It was across the board, but we just wanted to get voices. So we traveled to, I think, our colleague Damini, she traveled to Darbhanga, Madhubani, and then I traveled to the entire Simanchal belt, Katihar, Araria, Purnia, Kisan, most important Kisanganj districts. Or, all these four districts have, I think, more than 40 to 45% Muslim population. Kisanganj alone has 72% Muslim population. So we wanted to map the minority as well. We also visited the upper caste belts across. Upper caste is spread across. We cannot say a particular district has a upper caste. So across the belt, we mapped them as well. We mapped also scheduled caste. So everyone was asking why Aadhaar is not one of them. Easiest document. Why bank account is not one of them? Why ration card is not there? Why Manrega card is not there? So after 3, 4 documents, people boil down to just one document which they could get easily. We have done a story today. You can see that the pendency in 9 lakh pendency in a week, and it is rising by 70, 80,000 applications every day. Just imagine, because that is the easiest document to get. And what is the irony, Charulita, is is this document could be get by producing Aadhaar. You just need an Aadhaar.
Correct.
Though as per rule, they should give one residency certificate or at least an affidavit along with that. But an affidavit is not being asked. You just produce Aadhaar. You go to cafe. You apply. They will charge you 400, 500 rupees. That has also become exorbitant. That is another side of the story. And you get Aadhaar. Those who applied initially are getting it. So it was chaos all around. It was not just one section. People are not against the process as such. They are saying it is just happening at the wrong time, just 3 4 months before the election, when people were talking about the which political party is talking what their agenda. They are discussing Lalu Prasad, Kumar, Tejaswi, and Prashant Kishore. All of a sudden, they are discussing whether they are voters or not. That is the whole concern. So there was a common thread. Why now?
Absolutely.
Why so fast? You could have taken 3 4 months time for
Absolutely.
this revision. And there is a huge migrant population. At least 30% of them. What you have done about the migrant? They have to sign their enumeration form. There it could be done online. We know that provision. There is a provision, but
Right.
hardly anybody knows.
They have not mentioned Aadhaar card, which is actually my primary source of identification now. Even if I'm traveling or applying for a gas connection or updating my passport, I need to, furnish that my Aadhaar details. What are the 11 documents that are being asked? Can you name some of them? And how has the Election Commission responded to it?
Very difficult document. You have passport. You have of course domicile certificate. You have educational degree. Uh, then you have some difficult papers. The forest right, or if you have got a government job. These are the popular documents. There are some other documents which are not very popular, not commonly available with people. You have land paper. Okay, land
Right.
paper is a huge problem. There is hardly any partition of land, and there is so much corruption in the CO office that people do not get their name, in the second register. Which you have dakhil kharij. They do not go for dakhil kharij in the entry of their name, the register too. Suppose I have a land, but it is still in the name of my grandfather is long dead.
Correct.
So
Correct.
how can I produce? How can I produce because land? So there is lack of awareness. There were, I think, I wonder why we do not have a unique ID, something like that other countries have.
Hmm.
Uh, in 78 years of independence, we don't have an identity card. It's such an irony. And if you have made Aadhaar was such an exercise. It is linked to everything. If you,
Exactly.
I think if you want to just uh, take out the illegal voters, those who are dead, those who are living outside, you
Hmm.
link it to Aadhaar. If there
Right.
is Aadhaar duplication, suppose I am a voter in my village, I am voter here as well. If
Hmm.
there is duplicacy, so just by clicking, if there could be a software, it could say to duplicate Aadhaar, people could be given option. Okay, you have your names are two places. Which place do you want? If you do not tell us in 15 days, we will prefer either. We will
Hmm.
not cut you out. So such things could be done, and I don't know. I am no one to suggest what election commission should do. But what they are doing is that a mad rush.
Hmm.
People do not have document. They are not. Forget about document. They do not know. I, as a reporter, I felt like that I'm a campaigner. I am telling everyone what is happening. BLO have not BLOs are not reaching them. It is not possible for them to reach everyone. One BLO, can you imagine 1200 papers, loads of documents. You see their houses where
Yes,
they work. It's it's
absolutely.
impossible if you do if they go by rules what the election commission is prescribed. I
Hmm.
don't think it's humanly possible. If
Possible.
they, of course, if they skip
Hmm.
rules, which I am afraid they are, it is
Hmm.
possible.
How has the Election Commission responded to this? I suppose there was an advertisement that was published in the newspaper clarifying that there
Yeah,
are some changes.
that created a lot of confusion. It was from Bihar Chief Electoral Officer. They said, okay, you produce your document, you produce your paper, filled up paper without documents. But
Mhm.
it how can or it can be submitted later. That was the general impression. That was not written in the ad. But
Mhm.
once we spoke to several BLOs, BLO said, okay, once it is recommended from my end, it is just one time. I cannot upload access document once again go back, revisit. Once it is out from his end, it is gone. So there are no question of submitting the document later. So it created confusion, and within 6 and 8 hours, Chief Election Commission had to issue clarification. We have not changed any rules. So that was bunkum.
Mhm.
Yes.
You said that, for example, in a place like Kishanganj, where 70 or 75% of the population is Muslim. Now, opposition parties are claiming that this process is aimed at deleting minority and backward community votes. What is your assessment here?
No, I don't think along those lines. I think along the lines of lack of awareness, gender awareness among people, lack of literacy among people, whether they should have which document they should have. Most people have on Aadhaar only. That is the problem. It was cutting across all castes and religion. It
Hmm.
could be possible that this disadvantaged scheduled caste minorities
Hmm.
would not be better placed. They would have less papers. That
Hmm.
could be one problem. But singling out a particular community without any reason you do not have any report of illegal migration. There had been raids in Bengal and Jharkhand regarding the illegal Bangladeshi migrants, but there is no such report in Bihar. Bihar police doesn't have any report, nor does any intelligence. I have not come across any report, some big report. So what opposition is saying, we do not totally agree with that. We can agree partially, but that goes for scheduled caste, that goes for a section of OBC, large chunk of EBC. If it could hurt. If it does hurt, it could hurt everyone's constituency, not just one political party's constituency. So it's a wrong impression that if this process is going to single out a particular community, a particular region. I do not disagree. I do not agree with this.
All right, Santosh. So I think and right now the matter has reached the Supreme Court also, and the next hearing is on the 10th, which is 2 days from now. And that itself shows that how serious the concerns are. Like you said, the ground reality is very, very, it's stark contrast to how EC has imagined it.
Tomorrow big protest coming up. Rahul Gandhi is coming to Patna to join the protest.
Right.
Opposition is putting up a big show. They have held a press conference yesterday, and RJD MP Manoj Kumar has already moved Supreme Court. ADR also moved Supreme Court.
Yogendra
Hearing is
Yadav,
on
Hawa
10th.
Moitra, all of them have
Yes.
filed
So
petitions.
many things on legal count, political count happening concurrently. So
Right.
next 3-4 days will be very, very important for this exercise. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
Thank you so much, Santosh, sir, for joining us and giving us all those inputs. And thank you so much, viewers, for joining us. Keep your eyes out on this developing story only on the Indian Express, and we will keep bringing you all the updates on this particular news update. Thank you so much for joining us on the Indian Express. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.